Tesla's mobile service tried to fix it, the service center tried to fix it, but it was fixed by little old me. Welcome to the Cobra Pit. Now, first off, I love everything about Tesla. Obviously, I love the vehicles, the customer service, the purchase experience, everything about it, right? But Tesla is not perfect. Now, I had a problem with my Model X's Falcon wing door closing properly. It would start to come down, and just when it's about to close, it would say obstacle warning, and there were no obstacles in the way. So I'd have to push close again, then it finally closed. So this started happening more frequently, and I noticed it happened more on a slight incline. Not always, but more often. And it did start to happen on a regular graded leveled ground as well. But it started happening more frequently, and it was only the right passenger door. So it got to the point where I said, you know what? I'm gonna contact the service department and let's see what they do about it. Contacting service is pretty easy. You could do it from the app. You go in, you state the problem, you give them the location, and they'll tell you whether they can provide the mobile service or you have to take it into the service center. So the option they gave me was the mobile service. And I said, this is perfect, you know. I'm at home, they'll come to my house, they'll fix it and be on their way. So the appointment was about a week out, and I did some research on the problem, and I come to find out other people had the same issue. So the mobile service tech came out, started working on the car, really nice guy. He said the issue was when it gets very hot, the sensor, the adhesive around the sensor goes bad and causes it to fail. So he changed out the sensor, and it was pretty scary looking at all the pieces all on the ground of my baby, right? He went ahead and changed out the part, and then he tried it once, it worked, and we're like, yes, great job. He tried it again, same issue. It stopped. Obstacle detected. He looks at me, I look at him, he tries it again, and the issue is still there. So I turned to him and said, so what happened? He said, well, you saw I changed the part. I said, yeah, I saw. And he said, well, you know what? When it's hot like this, there's nothing you can really do about it. I said, so wait, what do you mean? So I'm stuck with the door, a broken door? And he said, I changed the part, that's all I could do. Now I was a little bothered, and what I thought at that moment was he wasn't trying to get over on anything, but maybe his knowledge of the problem was limited. I thought about it and I said, so there's nothing else you can do about it. He said he could not. That was it. That's the problem. When it cools down, I will notice it won't happen anymore. So he leaves, and I'm thinking to myself, that doesn't make any sense. You don't spend this much on a car and then it fails in hot weather. And it wasn't excruciatingly hot. It wasn't the hottest day ever. Now it was hot. But that's unacceptable in my opinion. I thought about it and I said, you know, let me go ahead and contact the service department again, see if I could take it into a service center. And I did that. And to do that, they will still prompt you to have a mobile service, but I put in the notes, I would like to come into a service center, and I explained the whole issue that mobile service came out and the problem continued afterwards. So they scheduled a day for me to bring the car into the service center, which made me feel a whole lot better. We took it to the service center and they loaned me a Model S. Ooh, I had some fun with this Model S. It's nice, right? It's nice. I do like that Model S. But I was more excited about what was gonna come of the Falcon wing door on my Model X. We come pick it up the next day and they told us that they not only changed that sensor, but also the detectors. There's detectors all around it that failed as well. So the mobile service rep changed one sensor, and the service center said they changed all the sensors and detectors. So I said, okay, it'll probably work. And I tried it right there before we left, and it worked. I get home, I get in my driveway, and I said, here's the ultimate test. Try it. You guessed it, same problem. And I look at my wife, she looks at me, we're like, no, now what? So I did some more research, And I came across one video of a guy that explained what he think the problem was. He had the same issue, they couldn't fix it, and he figured it's probably the weight of the wing door when it's up. And his was rubbing along the inside. And I said, maybe that's the issue, because on the incline, there's more weight pulling the wing down. So maybe it's a little misaligned. And I don't know how it could have happened. But I said, you know what? Let's try to push it a little bit. Warning, warning, don't try this at home. So I was a little worried, like, oh, but what if we make it worse? I thought about jerry rig everything, how he bends the phone one way, it's okay. Then when he bends it the other way, so I said, okay, I'm gonna apply, moderate pressure to it. So I go along the opposite direction and I push, I give a little pressure. My wife's like, that's enough. I said, okay. I said, let me try a little more. I give it some pressure while it's up. I press it, close, and it closed. So then I tried it multiple times and it closed. I tried the next day and it's closed, no issues at all. So that made me think, and my wife made a good point. She said, Tesla is great when it comes to software, but sometimes you need a little elbow grease. And I said, you're right, I agree. So I'll keep you guys updated on whether the issue is solved. I don't know how it would have got misaligned. Maybe we opened it on a hill and the pressure, or who knows. But it seems to have fixed it, fingers crossed. The services were free because it's still under warranty, so that wasn't an issue. I don't know, I just hope there's no more problems like this where, I'm gonna have to figure it out. So I still love the car. It's a wonderful car. If you're having that same issue, you might want to try that, applying reverse pressure in the opposite direction. So, but not too much. If you break it, that's on you. Hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. And don't forget, Cobra told you. All right, y'all.